Hey, what's going on? It's Green Thumb. Back in the greenhouse today. We're going to be doing some transplanting. We're going to start off with some basil. We've got a couple of sets of true leaves on it. They should have a fairly decent root mass in the little grow trays here beside me. So we're going to put them into their forever homes. So let's see what we got going on over here. Okay, so here's our basil. It's Genovese basil. And what we're going to do is, I've already got my living soil made up. So don't forget, when you're transplanting little seedlings, okay, you want to make sure that your soil is moist. You don't want to do it in really dry soil. This soil I put together, it's got some alfalfa in it, some powdered eggshells, some worm castings, some ProMix organic moisture mix soil that has mycorrhizal spores in it, and what else? And some composted cow manure. So you always want to make sure it's a little damp, because really dry soil is hydrophobic. So what'll end up happening is, if you try to plant something in some soil like this stuff here, you guys can see how powder dry that is. It's not going to absorb moisture the way you want it to. So we've got that pre-moistened down. We've got our tool to run this through here, and all we're going to do is just start popping them out. Some of these grow trays, they'll have little holes in the bottom. Sometimes, oh, see, look at that. Sometimes you can just pop them right out. Other times they need a little extra love. Look at that. Isn't that a nice little basil plant? You see all the roots on the bottom there? Okay. So all we're really going to do is take our spoon, hollow it a little hole in the center like that. Sometimes what I'll do too is you can break up these little fine roots. I'm not really trying to damage them, more just loosen them up so that they will start to spread out into this soil a little better. You don't really want to damage them, because you're trying to minimize transplant shock as much as possible. And basil is also one of those plants that you don't want to put soil up on the stem. Some plants you can, like tomatoes, right? But you don't want to do that with basil. So we're literally just going to work our way through here. Pop these up. Oh, look at that. That one came out nice too. Whoop. This one actually has two little basil plants growing. I might leave that second one and grow two in this pot, or not. I'll have to see how it goes here. So we just put it in. I'm not packing down the soil very much. When I water it, it'll pack itself down anyways. So that's two. Do you guys think I'll be able to get this little tiny one out? You think I'll be able to get this one out intact? What do you think? All right. Let's go for this one. Give it a little push on the bottom. Oh. There we go. Come on. Got to be careful. Oh, there we go. Good. Nice roots on there. Where's the camera? There we go. Same thing. Take them out. And I'm going to keep the basil in these little pots for the rest of the season. So I'm up in Ontario, for those of you who are new to the channel, or you might not know. And so outside right now, I have a ton of snow. So we're growing food inside, because food security is key, right? You know, when you go to the grocery store and you're seeing things like $5 for a head of lettuce. I can't justify $5 for a head of lettuce. That's just craziness. So we're just going to grow our own in the house. So I tried to grow lettuce seeds. That's what these are. For some reason, none of them grew. Not a single one grew. And I'm not sure why. The seeds might be old. I've had them a couple of years. They may have dropped off on their germination rate. They may have dried out too much. The soil may have dried out too much. And it may have just killed the little tiny seedlings. Certain seedlings are very, very sensitive to moisture, like carrots, for example. When you're trying to germinate your carrots outside, don't ever try and germinate carrots inside here. You don't want to. Transplanting root vegetables is not recommended. But like carrots, if you try and germinate carrots outside. Oh, I got it. Look at that. And we do have roots. We've even got roots coming out the bottom. Good. So if you try to germinate carrots outside, for example, in your garden, and the soil dries out while they're germinating, you're done. It's history. You got to start all over again. Because things like carrots are very, very sensitive to moisture levels when they're itty-bitty tiny seedlings. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. Sorry for the bouncy camera, guys. I've got all kinds of stuff going on in here around my feet. All right, so there's our 5 basil plants. We're going to water those in and put them under the lights. So what I'm going to do is under the light here. Hang on, get this out of here. Under my light, I'm running out of space, especially now that I'm transplanting stuff. So I'm going to build a big table here so I can have everything out under the table. I think that's going to be the plan for later on after I transplant everything. Next, I'm going to, what am I transplanting next? Zucchini. I'm going to be transplanting these. And I put these in a Ziploc bag to germinate them on, January 8th. And I think today is the 20th. And look how big they are already. That's an 8-inch tall plant. 9-inch, 10-inch tall plant. About 10 if you count the top of the leaf. So that's how fast zucchini grows. So I got to get them out of these little pots and into some much larger pots. I've got a bunch. So you've got some all the way around here. So some of them I've already... stupid legs on the tripod. Sorry, guys. They keep catching on stuff here. I've literally just made a little hole to sit in. So some of these pots I've already blended soil into. And other ones I still need to toss more soil in and blend it all up and add some more amendments. So that's about where we're at for that. So yeah. So like I'm always saying to everybody, guys, grow good food because it's going to be needed real soon. Anybody can set up a little greenhouse grow up like this. It doesn't take much. You know, you don't have to have super expensive lights, but so get growing good food, okay? Love y'all. Like and subscribe to this channel and leave me a comment and have a kick-ass day. See ya.